How do you get out of a bad situation? Get away from toxic family members, uneven relationships. You like someone more than they like you. How do you get out of these entanglements that you either have put yourself in or you have got seduced into? Whether you've been seduced into a relationship, you're stuck in a relationship, or you did it fully knowing, you have to start with accountability. Because chances are you kind of knew what you were getting into, but even if you didn't, look, as an adult, you don't go forward unless you own your decision and where you're at. Okay, unless you have been taken captive against your will, it is now your decision if you stay. And the first step to getting out is that mindset. The second is having a job. Look, you can philosophize life, but the bottom line is, if you're not able to produce an income to get away from family members, lovers, friends, you don't have the option to get away, okay? You have to live under their house, their rules, okay? Now, if you have money and that's not the issue holding you back, it's an emotional issue, because there are some instances where people have the financial ability, but they don't have the emotional ability to move on. Humans are emotional. Okay, the difference between a human and a robot is emotion. Okay, never forget that. And so that's okay, but we have to learn to discipline ourselves. Discipline is embracing the human emotion, but putting it in check. Like, guys, like I always say, you give people an inch, they take a mile. That goes the same thing with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you have one piece of cake, you're going to have 10. At a certain point, your big ass ain't going to get no more cake. You got to talk to yourself. Now, some people can't control themselves. They're violent, they're gluttons, they're whatevers. And I understand that, guys. That's a battle your whole life. I've been obese. I've been in different situations when I was younger. It was tough to control my anger. At the same time, overall, I've never had any major issues. I've been spared. So the only way is just be honest with you. You got to check yourself, okay? Not other people checking you, not falling into guilt trips. Someone wants to be who they want you to be. They want you to be Joel Osteen only so they can abuse you. Nah. Look, but the bottom line is, you got yourself into some shit, or you're into some shit, now you got to get out. So you got to have your money right, then you got to have your emotions right. Say that with me, all you psychopaths reading from your notebook. Or you get your money right, and you get your emotions right, okay? After that, well, now you're free, okay? Shit. I'm thinking of now, what am I going to tell everyone next? Guys, well, I'll think of some more shit. But, that's the major thing right there. Now, the next step is you got to work on you. Now, that takes you the rest of your life. Once your money's right, your emotion's right, now you're trying to figure out what's my passion. Step 3 is passion. Because you tried to make your passion someone else. You put your happiness in someone else's hand and they dropped it. You put your happiness in your mother, your father, your lover, your gamer, whoever you're in love with, your YouTube fanatic. Guys, there's some people, they put their happiness in me. Like, they want to get with me just because they know me on YouTube. And the minute I don't do a video they like, they get all upset. Oh, what the fuck? I'm thankful for good members, but guys, I'm trying to tell you right now, I love you enough to tell you, I want you to be happy with yourself. I don't want you to live vicariously through me. That's bullshit. I want you, okay, to get excited and passionate about your own life, okay? That, to me, that's a good friend, okay? I don't want you want me to go keep traveling? Just like, keep watching, I'll travel. Man, fuck that, man. Get your shit together so you can go live your own life, okay? You gotta get your money right, emotion right, your passion right. Your passion, gotta do some side hustles, because your passion's gonna be tied into making money doing something you love. And you ain't gonna figure it out without working. If you don't work, your dreams don't work. Okay? How do you figure out your passion? Figuring out how to make some type of income without without doing something illegal, without doing something unethical, while doing something you love. Okay? And if you say, Sam, I'm a fucking lazy bastard, okay, I'll never want to work. I say, I understand that. I think that's a lot of people. And look, we're all lazy a little bit. I understand we want to work less, make more money. Well, look, guys, you want to be an investor? You don't have to work, but you're going to risk your money. That's what I always tell you. If you're going to invest or day trade, have a night job or a side job or some type of job. That way, if you lose everything in your brokerage account, you're not destitute. Okay? But at least you'll be excited that, look, I can do something I enjoy. I think that's better than just going to Atlantic City or doing a scratch off or going to Vegas, because at least you're moving in life. You got your backup plan, everything's going. You got to get passionate. If you ain't passionate about money, what are you passionate about? Philosophy? Don't mind fuck life. Don't become a pastor. I didn't want to be a pastor. I had an opportunity. At one point, I wanted to be a pastor. Then I said, this whole shit's a game. Just to get 10%. And I almost got seduced into it. And I think spirituality is a blessing. I'm glad I did it. There's some good people in it. And even the pastors, they're good. But look, guys, once you fully devote to religion, which does divide people, organized religion was created to keep people divided, to keep people submissive. For slaves, for money, for women. It's in most of the scriptures that, or for one group of people to be superior than other group of people. It's power and control. Just in philosophy, not in politics. That's all. But there's good, life-changing insights in spirituality. I got blessed. I seeked and I found. At the same time, I separated and I found again. Because you can't start to go crazy in the church world, synagogue world, or mosque world. You got to figure out your own shit. But, you do you. But what I'm trying to tell you is, after you start to have your spiritual awakening, your financial awakening, your emotional awakening, and you're centered on, developing your passion, your gifts, that's an act of godliness. Figure out first you have to separate yourself from untoxic crap so that you can hear your voice and heal. You don't heal in a toxic sewage. And you're not able to separate yourself if you don't work, okay? Very simple equation. And then the next step is now you have to develop what's inside you now that you're healed and you have resources. Now you develop your passion, okay? Now you develop healthy habits, healthy routine. Then after that, look, guys, you just keep the momentum and you figure the shit out as you go. That's life. And I just did that under 10 minutes. Some people spend 10, 20, 30 years fucking off, asking bullshit questions with a bullshit mindset, all to figure out, should I buy Tesla? Or should I do the index fund? Why can't I get away from this person that looks better than me? Well, guys, if they look 10 times better than you, you were a rebound. They don't really like you, and you knew that. You willingly got involved, okay? Okay, you got to figure it out. But that's the message today. That's what I feel in my soul. Click that thumbs up. Click the membership. Help me to build on something I'm passionate about. It ain't easy when you're this truthful. I didn't say anything about hurting anyone or hurting yourself. I gave you all good advice, but I was very abrupt. Not too many people want to hear that shit. They want to say, we're going to Nebraska next. I'll say a campground. I ain't doing that shit. And I'm not going to quote a bunch of religious scriptures. A lot of y'all got lost that way too. And I'm not going to pander to the psychopaths because I'm not your overpaid therapist that's going to sit there for hours. And I damn sure ain't Judge Judy. I don't want to know about this person did you wrong, that person did you wrong. I mean, come on, man. Have you ever watched Judge Judy? Have you ever seen the quality of the psychopaths on that? They're too damn cheap, or they broke as hell, can't afford a lawyer, so they sign up to willingly hand over their rights to be videotaped to sue their other destitute neighbor. They both ain't got two pots to piss in, and even if they win the case, a small claims case, they ain't gonna win a lot of money, they ain't gonna get paid because they both broke as hell. They just want to bitch. And Judge Judy said, I don't give a fuck. I'm making millions off this shit, pandering to the psychopaths. I tell you, psychopaths, keep your own shit. I'll figure it out by the grace of God. All right, guys, that's the video today. Click the thumbs up to join all that shit. All right, I love you. God bless.